Hey everybody, welcome back to the Board Games Maelstrom. Today we are going to do a playthrough and review for the game Big Dig by Tasty Minstrel Games, designed by Scott Huntington and Sean Graham. And if we turn the box on the side, we'll see this is for 2 to 4 players, 10 minutes tops, and for ages 8 and up. I fully believe that they could understand it a little bit younger than 8, but it would all depend on your child. So what we're going to do is, this is a Teach My Wife episode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the rules, and then we're going to play. It's a fairly simple game, and it shouldn't take long to show the rules. This here is a fully set up 2-player game. Everybody gets one of these boards. Everybody gets a dry erase marker, and you set up the 5 shape cards. They're kind of like Tetris in the middle of the table, and you set up the 3 goal cards at the top. Alright, the object of this game is to be the first person who completes all 3 of these goal cards, to mine all the emeralds, to connect the pipes, and to mine all the amethyst. And you do that using these shapes. Now, when you go on your turn, you can do one of 2 things. You can grab a shape card from the middle of the table, and you can cross off that shape you can rotate it and do it in any way you want on your board, and you do that to complete one of these 3 goals up here. The other thing you can do on your turn is you can explode 1 rock or dirt. I'm going to try and keep the light off of this. It's kind of shiny. I don't know. 1 rock or dirt. Right there's a rock and there's some dirt around it. There are certain things you can't explode, like those dinosaur bones, or this Rosetta Stone tablet. So basically you take turns grabbing the tiles, exploding stones, exploding different things, and the first one to complete the 3 goals that are set out. And there are more goal cards than just those, so it's not the same 3 every time. It's very replayable, definitely. So basically, when you choose one of these to start, you must be connected to one of your other X shapes that you made, or the top of the ground. So you must start at the top of the ground to go ahead and do what you need to do. And so I will ask my wife, do you understand?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I learned by playing.
Okay. We shall start this game. And we'll decide who goes first. And I pick, I'm going to go first just so I can show her exactly how you start. Now, for my first move, I am going to choose this L-shaped card. And to do that, I will put that down here, and you place it face up next to you. And you take the lid, which is going to be tough one-handed. Take the lid off your dry erase marker, and basically what I'm going to do is, connected to the surface, I am going to do this, and I'm going to take out an amethyst, and there, that is the end of my turn. And now it is my wife's turn. She is grabbing a card. It is a little Tetris piece. Hold up.
Okay, so?
Well, you're all right, but you have to be connected to the surface, so you have to mark off that top one too.
I guess I'm going to be going there then.
All right.
Which wasn't my goal, but alas, I must.
You'll figure it out. It's not, like I said, it's not that tough of a game. And keep in mind, these are the goals up here that you want to do. You want to mine all the amethysts, mine all the emeralds, and connect the pipes. In my first move, I was able to take out one of the amethysts. So I'm going to try and move downward toward these sections down here, and I'm going to choose to explode a single rock, which is right here. And that is my turn. And I'll pass it over to my wife. And she will either explode one rock or one dirt, or she will choose a piece and go from there.
So you can explode a rock and not have to be at the surface. What's the rule?
Well, it has to touch something else that you've already done.
Okay, I'll explode it.
All right, and she exploded one of her rocks, and now we will move on to me. And I'm basically going to try to work my way down because I want to at least get touched to the pipe, because you have to connect this pipe here over to this pipe over here. I don't know if it's harder or easier to see. It's a little shadowy. Even though I have all three lights going in here. I do need to pick up some filming lights. That would help out with the... and the glare on this doesn't help either. So, let's see what I can do here. I think I will choose the square here. And in doing that, I will mark off this one, oops, not in frame, this one, and this one. There we go. I will pass the turn to my wife. And you can see, guys, this is a fairly simple game. The goals are pretty straightforward. And my wife took a shape, and she is going to go ahead and attach it. What was that you just went through?
So it was like this.
Oh, is it one of these, the amethyst?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Gosh, I forgot now. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay, it was one of these deals. Okay, there. See?
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to look over and see if possibly this shape can work for me. This shape here. And I believe it can. Possibly. Yeah, I think if I lay it out like this here, we can do that. So I'm going to go down 2, over 1, down 1, over 1, and looky there, we took out an emerald that time. So that's good. Now what we got is we have used all the cards out of the middle, and what you do in that case is they all go back into the middle, and they flip to the other side, where there are new shapes for us to use. So now the turn passes to my wife, who's building a little tunnel there on the side of her board.
And do I have to stay connected to where I'm already Xing off?
You have to be connected to where you're Xing off, and you have to explode stones. You cannot just plow through them. You'll have to stop and explode them to get by.
Oh, stink. Okay. Well, I wasn't thinking when I started. Note to self: have a plan in place before you begin. Okay. Maybe this one. Oh, no, I can't use that. Well, wait, no, can I? Nope, I can't, because I have to explode the rocks, don't I?
Yes, you must explode the rocks to use them.
No, you just explained that to me.
It's alright. You can branch out toward another thing as well. I mean, if you look at your thing, if you put it here, you could take out that amethyst.
Oh, hey, thanks. No, you're right. Cool. Alright, am I doing... Yeah. So it'll be like this.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
Make sure you cap those markers, because dry erase markers dry up really quickly. Alright. What shall I do? I am not sure. I think I'm going to grab this one right here. Let me show the camera. I'm going to grab this one right here, and I'm going to go one-handed marker uncapping. Yeah. I'm going to go here, 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 and here. And that follows a route. Oh, I have to be careful. Let me get it on my table surface, which I am going to be reupholstering here soon because it's getting a little beat up after a year and a half's use. So now I will turn the turn over to my wife, and she is going to make her decision on what she wants to do next.
I'm gonna just explode right there.
Alright, and she's exploding a stone, which leaves it back up to me. And I think I'm going to take this one, and to do that I am going to mark off 3 across, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 underneath, 1, 2, taking out another amethyst, and also heading towards the other pipe. I'm very close to hitting that pipe in a non-marijuana smoking way. Now I will. I will go back
you
over.
You can see my face right now.
I will go back over to my wife, as it is her turn. There are 2 cards left out in the middle.
So
excuse us, we've had colds lately.
Okay, question. So I already X'd this out.
Mm-hmm.
But can I use this space as one of these spaces?
You cannot.
I cannot?
You must attach, but you cannot re-put them. You can't re-put them on spaces you've already.
Okay. Can't really use the 1. Oh, I mean, this is the only one I can really use.
And she is choosing the straight line. And I don't think you can go through.
I can go down.
I don't think you can go into that oil area. Let me take a look at the instructions, because it says it may or may not. Yeah, you can dig the oil area according to the rules. So.
Okay. 1, 2, 4.
All right. Now she's finally. Oh, she's not by the pipe, but. All right. Now it is my turn. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can reach the pipe.
Now, is the pipe a space that you can cross off?
No, I don't believe so. You have to, like I did,
You have to go around
like I
it?
did here. You have to be next to it.
Okay.
It's like you're creating a pipeline going from one to the other.
Understood.
And there are other goal cards, including taking the water tower to the water tanker on the one side. And there's all kinds of different goals. I'll show them at the end of our game. What can I do? I have a very unusual shape here to work with if I choose to do that. Goodness. Well, I think what I will do is I will use this, and I will use that shape, and I will use that shape here. Oh shoot, maybe I can't. Goodness, a little bit of strategy in this game. Oh yes, I can. And this was my original plan. Here, 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 and here. That way I take out the amethyst, and I'm right next to finishing the pipe. So we have now again come at the end of the cards being used, so they're going to go back to the middle, and we're going to flip them over, and now we are ready to go again, and it is my wife's turn. Holly, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm the most indecisive person.
This is true. She is the most indecisive person I know.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm going to do this.
And she takes a clearly Tetris piece. That's definitely a piece you see when you play Tetris.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Got an amethyst, though.
Alright, she took out an amethyst.
Excuse me.
Now I gotta decide what I'm going to do because I need to connect. Oh, goodness. I may have to look at the rules because I'm not seeing how I can. Yeah, I guess I would have to do it slowly. That's what I would have to do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to explode this square right here, and I will pass the turn to my wife. I've put myself in a predicament where I can't use a shape in that area because it is too tight with squares that are already done. You can see right there I've got...
So connecting pipes is no longer an option for me, is it? Because I have a X there.
Yeah, you would have to just explode that single square to get it started that way.
Okay. Understood. Oh.
Alright, she chooses another Tetris piece. I think most of them are Tetris pieces. This is partial Tetris piece. This one here, but it's definitely not. There's an extra block on this one.
Oh, I can't do this, and I want to do it.
Well, that is his dry erase, so you can back up.
Shoot. Ah! It was illegal. I did not think about the rock that was there.
You may put that back if you want.
Well,
Or you can go off in another direction with it.
yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll do this. There.
I think you went one too many.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you had a...
Well, I did one. Okay, so
Oh, maybe...
four.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're right. I'm dumb. You're good. All right, let's take a look over here at my mess that I've made. And see, I'm falling behind by putting myself in this position, but I am going to cross off this one, which does complete a goal for me. My pipes are now connected by a continuous line. So that is cool. Because we have to cross out squares that create a single contiguous path from the pipe on the left to the pipe on the right, including the pipe squares. Oh, we do have to include the pipe squares. Oh my goodness, diagonals do not count for continuity. We do have to cross out the actual squares. See, that would have made, I would have been able to do that a lot easier, a different way. So I'll have to remember that. We do have to cross out the pipe squares.
Okay.
So...
I probably would have made a different decision earlier. If that
Me too, because that kind of square I could have put right through the pipe and that would have been perfect. So,
if you hear anything in the background, it's just our dog snoring.
yeah, the dog is sound asleep and she is snoring, of course, when I'm filming.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. Well. I'll take this one.
Alright, she's taking the square. Let's see, I do have a question about the shapes because I know, well no, that's right, because in Tetris you cannot flop the shapes over.
Oh, okay.
So what do I do here? You can turn them, but you can't, like this one here is facing this way. I can't make it face the other way. I can't use it that way.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So,
I already wanted to do that earlier, and I was like, nope, I can't do that.
yeah, I think I'm gonna use this. No, maybe I'm not. Oh yeah, I will. I'm gonna use this to at least finish off this side of my pipe and go here, 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 and here. And that finishes the pipe off on that side. turn.
I just blew up that.
All right.
Stone.
Fabulous. And then in her doing that, I am going to hit my other end of my pipe. And that does finish off that goal. Now my pipe goal is complete. I just have to complete the mine all the amethysts and mine all the emeralds. As you can see, I have an emerald down here, and I have an emerald here, and I have 1, 2, 3 amethysts still out there, so I still got a ways to go. And now it is Holly's turn. Holly, what would you like to do?
This section here doesn't need any special treatment, does it?
No, it's
You
just...
don't split it, you just go through it just like anything else.
It's you can dig it, because
Okay.
yeah, if you look here at the instructions, it shows you the squares you can dig, and then the ones you can explode is this one. So you can explode any of these, but you can only explode the rocks. You can't dig the rocks.
Okay.
Okay. She's going for the last shape, which is of course part of my evil plan.
Oh, really?
It's kind of like a one over.
Can I do that? Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can
you
do it.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
Never.
Yep, you're right. Alrighty. I apologize for the camera work. I didn't have a tripod that is low enough to the table. I need to invest in a boom so that I can put the camera directly over the table like this so that you can see and I don't have to use my hand to film. And then now all these go back to the center. And we will flip them over. And start again. And the reason why I wanted my wife to take that last one was so that when this came up, I could take this one and I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, sort of. And I could mark out 1, 2, 3, 4, which takes me up and more toward the amethysts that I need. And that is the shape I wanted, so it is now back over to my wife. There are 4 shapes left, and her board is looking just about as messy as mine.
Well, I must commend you on your strategery there, sir. Okay.
I don't think that's a word.
I just made it.
Okay, she just took out an emerald. And that is good for me as well, because I want to use this piece right here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yep. And that will help me take out this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And that will get me to this point where I have 2 things to mine, and I have 1 amethyst left. 2 emeralds and 1 amethyst. And it is up to you, my dear.
I don't see myself making over to that emerald anytime soon.
You have these 2 cards here available, as well as exploding any rocks or dirt piles inside your mining operation.
I'll just do that.
All right. And since she's only going to explode 1 thing, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my single emerald here and take that off the board. And now it is my wife's turn again.
You said you could not go diagonal.
Diagonals do not count for the pipe, but you can go diagonal, yes.
Because I mean, oh no, I can't.
See, you, like, right in here, your pipe, and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Her pipes are diagonal here, so she has to at least fill in this one to get the water to flow through. So, Alright, now she's grabbing a shape, which limits my shape. I have to think of a way that I could use that. Alright, and then I guess I will take this last shape, which is kind of the little S. I guess you could call it an S, I don't know. And I am going to use that S right here. It's hard to see with the shadows, but here, 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 and here. And I took out another amethyst, so now all that is remaining for me to win the game is to get down here to this emerald and take it out. So are you still oh, you're down to just the 2 gems and then your pipe, so you're not far off. You got that emerald down in the corner, you got that amethyst up at the top, and you have to connect your pipe, which is just a matter of exploding one thing, and your pipe will be finished.
Right.
It's going to be a very, very competitive game.
Well, there aren't any more there.
Oh, that is correct. She is right, ladies and gentlemen. We have to put these back into the middle and flip them all over. All right, there we are.
It's exploding something, huh?
You can do whatever you want. All right, in case anybody wasn't paying attention, she chose to explode that rock right there. And for me, I want to see what the best move is for me, what the best move possible is. Goodness. Alright, so what I am going to do is... There is, if you were thinking that this was just a kid's game or stuff, as you can see, there is some strategy to what you can do and how quickly you can do it. And I think I have it, though. And I'm going to take this Tetris-like piece here, and I am going to place it one, two, three, four. And I will pass turn to my wife.
This brown area right here can be dug through, correct?
No.
No?
It cannot.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's like an archaeological find or whatever. There is, in the rulebook, it does say that there are 2 pieces you can't dig or explode, and that is the Rosetta Stone and the dinosaur bones.
Dinosaur bones, okay.
In order, and I will explain at the end of the game how you would take possession of those, if that was one of our goals.
Boy.
You have these 4 wonderful shapes.
Yeah.
You can explode a rock, whatever you choose to do.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the dog is back here. Maya's back here sawing logs. She sounds like her mommy when she's sleeping.
Even when she's sleeping, she has to be the center of attention. Hey!
Now she is going to choose.
Oh, yay. I wish that was 1 space off. It would be perfect. But it's not. Oh, okay. You know what? Ooh, wait. Is that what I want to do? Yes. No. I'm sorry. No, I can't do that. I can't use that. I'm really trying to strategize here. Promise you. Can't do that. Oh my god, dog. Alright.
And that is what she chooses. And unfortunately for her, her first instinct would have been the correct one, because in not taking the L away from me, she has given me the game. As you can see, this L matches up perfectly along here to take out the last emerald.
Here was my plan.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
here, and here. All right, so that is the game, I believe. Let me see. Yep, everything's dug. My pipe connects and not by diagonals. And all the emeralds and the amethyst is taken out. And now what I want to do here real quick is take a look at the other goal cards that you could have had. One of them is to dig out this whole section, which we almost did. Excavate the tablet, and how you do that, how you take control of those and complete that goal is you would completely surround it with X's so that you were completely around it. That's how you do that. Explode 5 stones. There's also a deliver oil, in which you take this oil, and I'm not sure where it goes. Oh, I'm sorry. It goes to, this is not a water truck. This is an oil truck. You would deliver it to there. The water is down here, and you would deliver that to the water tower. I get it. Excavate the fossil, which works the same way as the tablet. You would completely surround that fossil, and the water I just explained, and then excavate all coins, which we can see are scattered around the map. And now I'm going to hand the camera off to my wife and for a second, and we're going to talk about the game. All right. You might think this is like a little kiddie game, but I assure you it's not. There was some strategy in it. I'm sure you could see that. It's not a heavyweight game, and it's not a long game. This might be something that you might use in between the heavier games of your game night. I think it's fun. My strategy did work out at the end, getting the pieces that I needed. I saw it in my head, and when she's reaching for this L up here and saying, I can do that, and she actually could have, because 1, 2, 3, 4, it could have gone there and taken out that amethyst, but she chose to go with the other piece, and that gave me the game. One of the rare instances where I actually do defeat my wife after I teach her how to play a game. But
don't get used to it.
All in all, I would say I'd give this a solid 3 out of 5 category Storm. So yeah, I think it was a fun game, and I think I'm gonna, this would be a good game for the kids as well. Well, get my teenagers together and we'll give this a try, and played it a couple times with me and my wife, and it was enough to get it and understand what was going on. There is also an opposite side to the board where things are on the other sides of the, so a little bit of variety there in the boards, but the dry erase allows you to use these over and over and over again. The cards are they're a little bit flimsy, but this is a lower price point game, and this is out now, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe if this is something you think you might enjoy, a little filler game for your game night, then I would definitely go out and get it. Did you enjoy the game, honey?
Yeah, this is actually more my type of game.
This is more along her style.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get into the real heavy strategies or the fighting games or things like that, but I make her play anyway because I need somebody to play with. All the kids are growing up and going off to college and their friends, so I have less play partners than I used to. But like I said, category 3 out of 5. That's a really good rating for a small game like this. So take it for what you will. Take my review for what you will. Tasty Minstrel Games has been very kind with the review copies that they send out, so I try to do my best to do reviews on them that are unbiased. And until next time, thanks for stopping by the Board Games Maelstrom.